Hello, Cancer, and welcome to Cosmic Brew Tarot. I'm Oscar. This is going to be a reading, general reading of whatever the universe wants to say to you. And this is going to be for first half of November 2023. Of course, though, if you are watching this at a later date, I trust that it has some significance and may have some significance to you. These are general readings. This might be something that that you're interested in because you have Cancer, maybe not as a sun sign, but it might be something prominent in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with someone that has prominent Cancer. But either way, I trust that you're here because you are interested in something about Cancer. This is my first reading for Cancer on this channel, so I haven't gotten my intro down yet, but I hope you understand. Like, I'm feeling myself out, you know? So I'm going to use the Spellcasting Oracle deck. So this is to give us some themes about what the universe wants to say to you, and then I will use the Mermaid Tarot to expand on those themes. So something I would like to say before as I shuffle while I do these readings, is this is your time to use and train your intuition and discernment. You know, these are general collective readings, so not everything is going to apply to you. And it might not even apply to you in the way that I'm saying it, but you might get something from it that maybe I'm not saying. And so it's you have to kind of take what resonates and then leave things for someone else who that might resonate for them, right? What matters is that what you walk away from, what you walk away with from this is something that will hopefully help you, something for you to reflect on. It might be, okay, got 7 of Cups that just kind of came out of this in my deck. I was going to say, this might be past energy, something that you've already gone through. Might not have anything to do with you in the present right now, and you might look at this and be like, I know exactly what this is about, and I'm well past that. Well, maybe it's just something that you are being asked to reflect on. You can be done with energy. You can be done with an energy and then still, you know, give yourself a little moment to reflect on it. Or it might be something that has not happened to you yet, and it's just something for you to think about and what you would do in that situation, so that if it does happen to you, you're better prepared. It's kind of the fun of collective readings, right? Talent is the first oracle card. 2 more cards, please. Ooh. Okay. Passion and good luck. And then I've got another 2 that kind of flew out, but these are like face down. These are, I don't know what I should do. Should I take these as like, I feel like I'll take these as a general energy along with the 7 of Cups. So 7 of Cups, just to, before I get to the mystery cards, 7 of Cups is the card of illusions, of having a lot of choices. Not that, interesting, I'm getting like the illusion of many choices. So it's interesting, right? So the 7 of Cups is like, every cup has something inside of it that's different. And some of them are going, if like, it's like being asked to pick one of these cups, or like knowing that you want to pick one of these cups, but not really having to assess each of the cups to decide which one is going to be the most attractive to you. But it might be offering something fake or something, a temptation that comes with a cost or something. So it's like you have to kind of like peer through the illusion of what the cup is selling to you for what it is that you actually need. Not want, but need. And sometimes these cups, like some of these cups are just downright scary, right? This one has all like tentacles coming out of it. It's like, why would anyone ever pick this cup? Well, maybe there's, once you get past the tentacles, you know, there's something really very much that you need. So sometimes it's like, yeah, I know that there's going to be hardship in this cup, but maybe I know that this is the right cup for me anyway, right? Like, despite the hardship, I can push through that. Whereas, like, another cup that has, you know, gold, underneath all that gold might be a trap, might be the tentacles, right? So it's like, well, the tentacles might be friendly. Who knows? Anyway, the mystery cards. And I'm going to put these as general energies as well to go with the Seven of Cups. Boundaries and healing. Look at that. Look how peaceful and like in her power she is. And I say she because they look almost identical. They look very similar. They look like twins. Set these up for myself here. So I'm definitely feeling that, okay, overall, you're really looking at a place in yourself that honors your needs. So that means setting boundaries, it means healing, it means taking time to look through a lot of different emotions that you've felt about things and discerning whether this emotion that you felt, right? So we all go through difficult moments in our lives where we might have a lot of mixed emotions all at once. All of those emotions are valid, but the emotion that we decide to flow with dictates how we respond to those things. So if an emotion that you feel strongest towards is anger or resentment, that's going to lead to vastly different results from picking an emotion like love. The problem is that sometimes if we pick love when we should have picked anger because what someone that we loved did crossed our boundaries in a way that we can't heal from, we need to honor sometimes anger over love and be like, no, this isn't acceptable to me. It doesn't matter how much I love you, does it? And I really wish that it did. I really wish that it mattered more. I really wish I could do more, but I don't know if I can. But in a Seven of Cups, you might be looking at assessing these alternative versions of maybe there is something that I can do. Maybe there is something here somewhere where I can find peace and love and acceptance of a situation that hurt me. Maybe there is. But with the cards that came out of what the universe wants to talk to you about, I've got talent, passion, and good luck. You know what I'm seeing in these cards in relation to everything I just said? Whoever hurt me can fuck off. I have other things to do. Sorry for cursing, but honestly, like, that's just what I'm seeing. This is beautiful energy that you're directing yourself towards. And I think that should say everything that you need. If you need to heal and set boundaries with things, that's fine. Do it, right? But you can't center yourself around those things anymore. Because if you do, then all you're doing is sifting through more and more cups, right? It's not just 7 cups. There could be 77 cups, 777 cups. Like, this is just going to keep going and going and going. The more that you keep sifting through and trying to, like, fix something, that what needs to be fixed first is where you stand, who you are, how you're showing up, right? What are your talents? How are you shining in this world? What passions are you following? Not just with someone else, right? But for yourself. What are your passions? I mean, look at these. These cards practically mirror each other. These dancing women, right? It's very feminine energy, especially with the boundaries and the healing and then talent, passion. And then you have good luck. The black cat wearing a crown. Like, all of that misfortune that you've gone through, all of the stuff that you're healing from, all you're doing is waiting for that crown to show up. The one that says, yes, this is me. I am worthy. And see, like, this crown here on good luck is showing up for me in these cards, boundaries and healing, right? This is like her crown chakra right here, the boundaries. It's being like, no, thou shalt not pass these boundaries, because look how good I am. You cross this, we're gonna have a problem, right? And then here, this crown of flowers and healing, it's like, listen, I'm beautiful. I'm too beautiful for you to step all over me. And if you try, God help you. Do not step over me. I hope that kind of like directs you somewhere, right? Of if you're dealing with confusing emotions, I hope that is something. Is someone stepping over you? If someone's stepping all over you, that's a problem. Start setting some boundaries, because you don't need to be stepped on. Nobody needs to be stepped on. I think of a little snail that's crossing a sidewalk and someone crunches them by accident. Poor snail. That's all we can do. Oh, sorry. And then move on. But then that's not much solace for the snail, is it? And you're a whole ass human being. Excuse me. No. Don't let yourself get stepped on. All right, let's get into the tarot. Let's draw some cards for talent. 3 cards for talent, please. I've got the Fool in reverse. I'm dealing with some self-doubt here. This one flew out. King of Pentacles in reverse. I'm being guided to draw these 2 together, so actually, let's do it. Page of Wands and the Moon. There's a lot of self-doubt. Or rather, you know what? I don't know if it's that. You know what I'm seeing, actually? I'm seeing, like... All right, let me just flow through. I'll try and, like, talk through it, right? So the moon and talent are kind of mirroring each other here, because there's this big moon on talent, but then here is this person, this mermaid, singing, which is a talent, right? Singing like this siren call out in the middle of the ocean. But the moon, as a tarot card, represents the unconscious and could be illusions as well. Just like the Seven of Cups, we could be talking about things that are hidden. It's almost like the source of your talent needs to be found, right? The Page of Wands is about exploration and freedom and wanting to get something started, feeling the inspiration for something to get started. It's like, you know that there's something inside of you that you want to harness, but when I see the Fool in reverse and I see the King of... Is this King of... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was Knight of Pentacles. It's King of Pentacles in reverse. What I'm seeing here is fear. Like, if I go after this, it's too costly. If I go after this, I'm going to be broke. If I go after this, it might not pay off. It might feel good to let something like this happen, but so what if it's just going to cause me problems in my stability, right? In my home life or my abundance. Like, if it's going to cause me problems, if the investment is too high, why would I do it? But I feel like there's something inside of you, or maybe even just someone comes to you and says, hey, I love your voice, or I love, this painting you made, or this little thing that you crafted, or I love this, I love how you formatted this Excel spreadsheet. I don't know, like, just sorry. The point is that, like, maybe someone just comes to you and says, hey, I love this talent of yours. I really wish that you would, like, why don't you do more of it? And you might be like, well, because no, like, it's not going to yield returns, right? It's too much of a time sink, or it's too much of emotional sink, or money sink, or whatever. Like, I can't gear myself towards it. And so it's like almost you know that you would have to throw yourself in recklessly, and I don't know if that's going to make you feel good about doing it in the first place, right? So and if you're sifting through, right, and again, with the Seven of Cups in your overall energy, right, you're sifting through all of these different possibilities. I would... It's no surprise to me that you're looking at this talent of pursuing a talent that you don't feel is worth pursuing as an option, but you don't feel comfortable with that option. You don't feel comfortable with it. Something about it is just not, it's not enough for you. You're not ready for it. You're not ready. You'd love to be ready, but you're not. I think that's what I'm getting from that. And that's okay. I mean, sometimes things need time to gestate. but I think I'll say this. I do feel that you should keep looking at that cup a little more. Because I don't think you're really truly fully seeing your potential. I think you might even be scared of it. And if you don't follow it, then you'll always be left wondering, what if I had? What if there was something that I just never allowed to come out from the moon, never be found? What if I have this song inside of me that I keep singing to myself, or singing out, right, inside of me, across these, like, I'm using a lot of metaphor right now, this ocean inside of me. I'm singing out, and there's no one to hear it. No one will ever be attracted enough to come back and find me under this moon, right? So if you don't let it out, no one will ever discover it. You just don't want to be reckless about this either. So that's why you just take your time. Take your time, but I think that nurturing this is probably a good first step. And I wonder, because this row, what this message is so separate from everything I had spoken about earlier with the Seven of Cups and boundaries and healing and all that. And I think, and like I said, you don't have it. I expected it to be separate because I said the talent, passion, good luck is complete. It's like, I don't have time to deal with the boundaries and healing and stuff, right? Whoever you are that's hurting me and stepping all over me, I don't have time for you, right? I have something else going on that I need to be focused on, right? And this is one of the things that you're focused on. You're focused on, what do I do with myself? Where do I belong? What can I be doing that'll make me happy and fulfill me? Because right now I need something. I need something like that. I want to let something out from inside of me. That is taking, it's almost like that takes precedence. Letting something beautiful out from inside of you is taking precedence over what people have done, or what you have felt people have squashed inside of you, or have tried to squash inside of you. It's like, instead of like having to fend yourself off from all of these people that are squashing you, you just want to like shine bright, let something out, so then that way you can just be like, you win both ways, right? You get to knock off all these people, which you're already kind of doing, I think, but then growing this way. And that's how you kind of like keep bringing all of this good vibe towards you. And it's part of that healing journey. It's about, you want to grow. You want to be someone more and better than you already are. And I love that. But you're holding yourself back. For whatever reason, you're holding yourself back. And maybe, we're going to go to this next card, passion. Maybe you're thinking, is this talent I have something that I can actually be passionate about? But there's a page of wands saying, actually, maybe. So let's draw some cards for passion, shall we? Let's see where this is going. Can I get 3 cards for passion, please? Ace of Swords. So an opportunity for clarity. 6 of Wands in reverse. This one flew out. Empress in reverse. Well, okay, let's talk. Let's talk. By the way, do you like my cauldron mug? I don't know if I said it at the beginning of this reading. I'm like, do you like my cauldron mug? I just bought it yesterday, so I've been doing it in all the readings. I've just been like, okay, so Ace of Swords again, opportunity for clarity, for truth, for an understanding, a perspective that if you were to undertake, right, if you were to incorporate that truth and that perspective, would be a breakthrough moment for you for how to proceed, right? If only you could be clear about something. So you're looking for this truth, and when you find it, it's an opportunity for you to take it. Similar to like what I was talking about with the Seven of Cups and this overall energy. It's like you need to pick the cup, right? So an Ace of Swords presents itself to you. So these are opportunities, right? You only these are not like this is going to show up and fix everything. It's no, you have to actually look at this sword, and if you feel like it's for you, pick it up. You have to take the opportunity. And when you take a sword like this, you're saying that like I'm going to be cutting things with this sword. This is the way that I look at things right now. This is my perspective. This is my truth. This is my clarity. And the facts of the matter are that if that truth and that clarity comes with this kind of crap attached to it, this Six of Wands in reverse is... Six of Wands is a card of like accolades and public recognition. In reverse, freaking you're basically comes with like failure and disrespect, Frank, like basically. And then the Empress upright, gorgeous card of abundance and fertility and nurturing and understanding. In reverse, it's smothering. You know, do you want to... This is now that I use the word smothering, you know, and you've got passion, which is this big fire energy, and the Six of Wands, fire energy, smothering that flame. In other words, like, what is... This is the clarity I need you to think about. What is smothering your fire? Because whatever's smothering your fire is keeping you feeling less than. And it might not be something that's doing it on purpose, right? And I think that's something I want to clarify. Just because someone's not going out of their way to intentionally smother you does not mean that they're not smothering you inadvertently, right? And so I think it's... Once you know those things, once you can see it, right, then you can't unsee it, right? Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And then that's a good thing, because then you can know what to do with this sword. You'll know what to cut. You'll know what to do. You'll know what cups, right, to cut. You know, you want to feel the Empress energy upright, right? You want to be this gorgeous, beautiful, abundant, nurturing. I mean, again, Cancer is that sign of home, of family, of nurturing, right? And the Empress is not the Empress isn't Cancer energy, but honestly, like, it's aligned with it, in my opinion. I mean, it just especially as with this mermaid theme, right? What isn't making you? What is not making you feel like yourself, like your highest self? You know, I think that's what this is asking you. What's tempering your passions? If you can get to the heart of that, I feel like you're going to have a much easier time. You know? And I look at this boundaries card with all this fire around it as well, right? Smothering these fires, these boundaries, and causing people to come in here and mess with you. What is smothering these boundaries? What's smothering your fire? I want you to feel like your best self. I want you to... You can take in all of the emotions and all of the thoughts and everything that's swirling around inside of you. You can take it all in, but at the end of the day, like, who are you in the middle of all of that storm? Who do you want to be? Do you just want to be something that, like, gets swept up in a tide and eventually discarded somewhere for dead and left for dead? I know you don't, so you're gonna have to do some fighting on this one. And I don't mean like literal fighting. I mean metaphorical fighting. Maybe real fighting. I mean, I don't know. This passion card with this Ace of Swords, I mean, it could literally just be like, you know what? I'm done with this. So, all right, good luck. 3 cards for good luck. Yeah, let's do it. 8 of Swords in reverse. That's good. 6 of Pentacles upright. Love that. And Justice in reverse. Ugh. Okay. Let's talk about this. It's interesting that you have 6 of Wands in reverse right on top of the 6 of Pentacles. So 6 of Pentacles is about equal give and take of energy, resources. So in other words, like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, right? And it doesn't even necessarily need to be in that, like, negotiated way. It could literally just be like, you know, out of love and respect and admiration and good karma, right? There's a flow, right? Like, I do this, you do that, and that's how we help each other. That's great. That's good. That's lucky to have, right? And with the 8 of Swords in reverse, it's so 8 of Swords upright is someone who's like trapped in their thoughts, but in reverse is someone who's looking past that and able to see the truth. And that's under, this 8 of Swords is under your Ace of Swords. So whatever's been keeping you trapped and stuck in your head and feeling like you can't get out and all this stuff that we've been talking about, and like, I need to heal, I need to examine 777 different cups before I can really like feel so I can know what the truth is. I think if you're able to release yourself from that pattern, and just get your sword, I think that's where you're going to see where you've been treated unfairly with this justice in reverse. If you can see where you're being treated unfairly, because Six of Pentacles upright with justice in reverse is the sense that everything is equal, give and take, when it's really not. Someone's taking advantage, or something is not quite right. You're maybe giving more, or maybe you're not giving more. Maybe you're taking more, right? But I don't really get that from this. I feel like you give with the expectation of receiving in kind, but that's not what's happening. Someone doesn't know how to act right. Okay? And also, this reverse justice under this reverse empress is telling me this could be like this reverse empress, this smothering individual, is maybe not seeing what you expect from this relationship, right? Like, I do. It's almost like you put in your best to uplift someone, right? To take care of them, to make sure that their needs are met. But then they think that they're doing the same for you. It seems like they're doing the same for you, but in reality, all they're doing is putting you in your head, making you feel down, requiring you to set boundaries, requiring you to heal, getting you all up in your own head, tempering your passions, making you put your talents on the back burner. Is that fair to you? I don't think it is. Oh, interesting. This Justice card has a sword right here. It's like the Ace of Swords is here on the scales. And it's the lighter of the two, meaning like these scrolls or whatever this like truth is heavy. I don't actually, you know what's interesting? It's because scrolls are written like law even, but then this is like a truth. It's like this truth is lighter than this law. In other words, this law or this written word has more weight than this truth, than this Ace of Swords. You know, in reverse, it would appear like this sword has more weight than this written word. So in other words, if there's someone in your life who's telling you it's this way, and you're like, no, it's not. It's not, because it's making me suffer. It's making me suffer and feel smothered. I cannot live by this rule. This rule is fundamentally unfair to me. It's making me feel like less of a person. And I have to put in constant work to live with it, to navigate it. And that's showing up with good luck, you know? If you can acknowledge something like that, that you can call something unfair, that in the eyes of the person that made the rules, again, I'm being very vague here because I'm trying to make sure that this makes sense. In the eyes of the law, right? So I'm using this metaphorically, right? You say, this is unfair to me, right? I don't care what the law is. I don't care what the word is. I don't care what your authority is. You are being unfair to me, and I know it because it makes me miserable for this reason and that reason and that reason. And I've brought it up with you several times, and you don't seem to care. You seem to keep justifying it, and it's affecting me. It continues to affect me negatively, which means all you do is dismiss my feelings, dismiss my potential, dismiss what I want. I can't attract good fortune. So if I cut myself loose from your law and I live a different way, in a way that is more in line with fairness and equality, if that means I have to do it away from you so I can go and do it somewhere else where my laws of what it means to be a good person and what it means to live and to follow my dreams and my passions and my talents, to be in an environment where that works for me, where it serves me, where it's good for me, then I'm going to do it. You should do it. You should do it. You should do it, because right now you're being hidden. You know, this card, I was guided to draw. This is the fourth card. I only draw 3. I was guided to draw this. If I had stuck to my own rules, I would have never gotten this card. I would have never gotten this moon. This is what's being hidden from the world. It's singing out. It's singing out, and it wants to be heard. It wants to be seen. It wants to be found. But it's inside of you, which means that the thing that it needs to be released from is you. Sorry, I need to release some tension, because oof. All right, so Oracle card for talent in this row. Career. Okay. Talent, Page of Wands, Moon, career. I think, okay. I want you to find success, okay? And it's very possible for you to do that. It is very possible for you to do that, right? Talent doesn't necessarily mean to be a creative talent like that, like singing, like the moon card indicated, or any of the other things that I had mentioned. You know, it could be a financial talent, it could be a legal talent, whatever it is that you do in your life. Whatever's inside of you and whatever you're like trying to bring out and bust out to the surface, you can make a career out of it. You know, people make careers out of all kinds of wild stuff. Okay, people do manage it, and so I know it might appear like, what am I gonna, like, is this a good investment? I don't think it is. I know it might feel that way, but you might have to look at it from a different perspective. It might be hidden underneath a different cup. Card for passion, please. Peace. Yeah. This Ace of Swords with passion Six of Wands in reverse, Empress in reverse, peace. This feels like needing to liberate yourself. From something that is making you feel bad. Financial health for good luck. Yeah. See, now I'm getting, oh man. See, now with this card coming out, especially in this row with the Justice and Six of Pentacles, now I'm really getting this feeling of like, is something draining your funds? That's another one that's probably upsetting you. It's smothering your ability to even take off. If you could just grow your funds, you could follow your passions in your career and you can have a more stable financial health. What's siphoning from you? Because it's unfair. It's unfair to you. You know, you do your part. You give, and it seems like you receive, but you don't actually. You're actually only hurting yourself. And I think you're starting to see that truth. All right. I hope this helps. I'm going to leave the reading there. If this resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I would love to hear about it. But until next time, thank you for being a part of this lovely Cosmic Brew. Take care.